So first I want to anumotana and welcome everyone to Watsanfran. We are known as Fran Dhammaram Temple. We are a Thai Buddhist temple here in San Francisco, but we serve a variety of communities, as you can see here today. Today is a special event, a special day for Buddhists everywhere, all over the world. It's called Magha Puja. It's the day in which we celebrate the triple gem. We celebrate the existence of a great Buddha. We celebrate the Dhamma, the teachings that he taught. And we celebrate the Sangha, which means the people who followed him. On this special day, many very important things happened. One of which was that the Buddha taught for the first time, taught the Ovada Patimokkha, which means the discipline for the monks. In this, he gave the heart of his teaching, of which he taught for the rest of his life. It had contained three main tenets. Number one, do not do evil. Number two, do good. Number three, purify your mind. Ever since then, this has been the heart of Buddhist teaching. But it's also very important that in Buddhism, we don't only study what we're supposed to do. What makes Buddhists different is that we're supposed to understand why. Think about it. Why should you not do evil? Why shouldn't you do evil? Sometimes it's kind of fun. Sometimes it's very exciting. But the problem with evil is that it leads to very bad results. Sometimes in the moment, like eating chocolate or cake or Krispy Kreme, it can taste good. But not only that, it harms your body. It causes you problems. Not only just how you look, but it also harms your health. Not only that, in order to get rid of it, you have to pay it off. You have to work it off. Therefore, the Buddha said, don't do evil. It just makes your life worse. It makes problems increase. Then he said, do good. Well, what does it mean to do good? Doing good can range from a bunch of things, but most importantly, improving yourself. Always striving to be a better person, helping others, having compassion, supporting things that should be supported, respect, humility. These are all things that are considered good and are things that we should train for ourselves. But the easy way to think about doing good is, are you improving yourself in some way, shape, or form and causing benefit for yourself and for others? The last one is the heart of the Buddhist tradition. Purify the mind. Do you know what this means? It doesn't mean that you take a disinfectant and you try to clear it out. But what it means is that make sure that you clear your heart of jealousy, clear your heart of frustration and depression and anger and hatred. Clear out these things because they are a cancer in your life. So many people hold on to jealousy from when they were kids. So many people are angry and upset with their mothers and their fathers, and they live their whole life, a life of anger, a life of revenge. I'm gonna do this to show my mom. I'm gonna do this to prove that I'm better than my brother or my sister. Or you didn't raise me when I was a kid. Grandma raised me. You didn't want me. I'm gonna prove to you that you made a mistake. Some people live their whole lives in anger, trying to prove an angry point to someone who might not even be alive anymore. Purify your mind. Once you purify your mind, you get your life back. You're no longer living for some crazy mission in a fantasy story that no one even knows you're doing. You can live your life the way that you should. You can live your life in a way that's beneficial to you and to others, not under the guise of a revenge story, a sad story, a depression story. After the Buddha taught these three things, he said one thing that was so interesting but was overlooked in most sermons, which was one of the strongest things that you can have is the concept of khanti, which means forbearance and patience. How does patience help you? Forbearance, how does that help you? It helps you because doing evil is easy to do. It's really easy to do the bad things, to say bad things, to yell at someone, to hit someone, to be aggressive, to just steal it, to cheat on someone. It's easy. But you need to have forbearance and patience to fight against it, to not do it. The same thing with doing good. It's hard to keep doing it. It's hard to keep on doing the thing that is right. You need to have the patience and the forbearance to keep at it, to struggle through the difficulties and keep doing it. Because you have to think of it in terms of short term and long term. In the short term, you can do whatever you want, but then you end up paying for it in the long term. Children, kids, they tend to think about the short term. I want this, I want that, give me. I don't want to do that, I don't want to do this. But adults will not think about what they want to do. They will think about the consequences if they do or if they don't. If I don't pay my taxes, what happens? If I don't go out and exercise today, what happens? If I wake up late, what happens? You think about the consequences. And that's what is the difference between a child and an adult. So on this day, Magha Puja, you've already come here, you've traveled here. In the cold weather, you gave bintabat, you helped offer food, you're listening to a sermon, you've already done the good. Now you just need to refrain from doing evil, and you need to purify your minds. Do this every day, and you can almost guarantee, not me guaranteeing, not even the Buddha guaranteeing, life itself will guarantee that your life will get better. When there's less evil, there's more good, and there's purity, it can only go up. And so I hope for all of you that your lives go up on an upwards trajectory to the better things, to the good things, and that you end up where you want to end up through the power of your own choices and your own action.